Everyone got the answer. Everyone got the answer. As I focus on the blackmail and study on the blackmail progress. One only got to determine that black men got to wake up before it's too late. Now, a young male got shot like 7 times. 9-year-old boy, and I ran across a video on YouTube and watched it. Tommy Sotomayor brought a video to us all, brought it to our attention about this subject. And he was pissed off about it. And I was pissed off too. But these things is going to keep happening because we have a mass incarceration of black males in jail. We have black men that is effeminate, not standing up, not being men, being cowards, not getting back to the brass roots of being a man like a man supposed to be a man. See, God made man and woman, not woman inside a man. You know what I'm saying? And not men inside of women. Now, we playing this topsy-turvy game when it comes to gender wars, swirling. Guys are getting frustrated. We have these insane websites that's bringing more debauchery to the table. It's an ongoing war on the black psychic, spiritually, physically, and mentally. Now, black men, you gotta stop blaming your situation on slavery. Slavery is over. It's not the man whipping your back no more. It's not the man whipping your back. It's you whipping yourself within your mind. Meaning that you are mentally enslaved. Every time you pick up a gun and shoot your brother, man, you are enslaved. Every time you call your woman derogatory statements, you are enslaved within the mind. Two wrongs don't make a right. The enemy plays a very, very crafty game. He outsourced the jobs, put foreigners within the black communities as pawns in the game, to take the vocational schools out because everyone can't learn on a corporate level, so they take the trade schools out, infiltrate the neighborhood with drugs, guns, and let the games begin. And we fall for the trick every time. It's no secret. It shouldn't be no secret. How come in the inner cities, these young men got guns bigger than them? High-powered guns. Who is selling these guns? Who is smuggling these guns within these communities? You got to ask yourself that question. Who is dumping pounds of drugs in these communities? You got to answer that question. See, it's always an origin to the madness. You talking about young savages? Okay. Young savages. Where does that come from? Well, it comes from no parenting. You see it every day on social media. You see how it's displayed. People is not raising their kids right because they kids in the mind. You got men walking around here with boy minds, women walking around here with girl minds. They're putting all this sexual activity up on these networks. They're putting all kinds of sickness on these networks, and the young people look at this and think it's the norm. This is why you have endless amounts of cycles through generation gaps of dysfunctional thinking. When you're a male, and there was a video, this lady was practicing fellatio on this man within a vehicle while her kids was knocking on the door, looking at this situation. See, if the man don't care, the woman don't care. And you brothers encourage this. And you wonder why the woman is dysfunctional. Well, it's part of your fault too. It's part of your fault when you're killing your own brother. It's part of your fault when we keep going back to jail and being repeat offenders and being institutionalized in the mind. The only thing we know is to sell dope and kill and go to jail. No, we're not put here for that. But we embrace those stereotypes. We embrace those dysfunctional activities within the black race. And it's it's the ongoing destruction of the black male. A lot of us passed away in the 80s and the 90s. A lot of brothers died. A lot of family members, sons, and fathers are gone due to senseless acts of violence. The funeral directors, the morticians, the crematorians, all the things that deal with the passing and the deceased made a lot of money off us for 20 years. Actually, 30 years. The only ones who get paid are the grave digger people and the morticians and the ones that deals with death to make money. They make money off of our deaths. And to top it off, we as black folks don't know the legal procedures of organ donorship or whatever. And unknowingly, when someone is committed a murder or homicide on a person, your body is not clinically dead within I think you got an hour, sort of like an hour lapse before the organs go sour. So if they can get your organs on time, they can take them, freeze them, and some Anglo-Saxon or whoever that's not our race is walking around with a homicide victim's organs. It gets deep, folks. We are becoming organ donors, and we are becoming extinct if we keep this process going on. You see, it's deeper than you think. I don't like to talk on surface issues. I like to go behind the dialogue and the ideologies and debunk certain things that is plaguing our race. The protesting really don't mean nothing. If you can get out there day in and day out, excuse me. But it doesn't solve the problem. Meaning that if it's not affecting the Supreme Court of Law, if it's not affecting pushing in bills through Congress, what have you, or city councils, politicians on council member boards across the board, if it's not affecting and moving and shaking the foundation of the U.S. as we know it, that means all your marching is for none. Every time someone dies by a police officer, it's an outcry, and it's just an outcry, and that's all. Destruction of the black male in 2015. The destruction of a black male in 2015. Now, we have diseases that's running rampant within our communities. We need self-awareness. We need more mental institutions. We need more counselors. We need more productive people of prestige that has passed the test within the education sectors to teach the ones that's not competent or illiterate and make them literate so they can go on and live somewhat a productive life. See, we got to rebuild the infrastructure, see. And on the Negro sector of YouTube, it's a lot of confusion going on. It's a lot of guys that's going against each other's ideologies and sisters too. This don't bring no prominence to the table of brotherhood. All it brings is a divide between black folks. And we have that going on. You have your, like this man, David Curl, he's right. You have your buffers, your shines. And I got my saying, WB minstrels, moonwalking on the minstrel stage. you have those brothers. You have those brothers who spy on YouTubers. You have those brothers within the, how would I say it, the employment ranks that go back to the white establishment and buff and shine out and tell people we are troublemakers. This guy's talking about overthrowing my day in bliss. Actually, scared black folks. That's all. They're afraid of. They don't want to rock the boat, to speak. You have a lot of those black folks, in turn they sell you down the river. There's a lot of confusion going on, and this adds on to the ongoing legacy of the destruction of a black man, of the black male. The reason why some of your sisters are turning the cheek is because, men, you're getting feminine and weak. You're in love with the penile system instead of in love with the poo nanny. You'll rather go to jail. You'll rather hang with your boys on the street, drink, smoke, or whatever you do in your drug activities, and kill and murder your own. You'd rather do that than take care of your sibling and your woman, make love to her, be a productive father in the household. Again, it needs to be more fathers in the household instead of the jail, instead of the penitentiary. This is why you have dysfunctional young men. And this is why y'all label them savages. Because they come from an uncivilized background that was taught uncivilized, so only uncivilized can teach uncivilized to be uncivilized. So they're uncivilized, so that makes them savage. Yes, I agree. But how to stop this perpetual 360 circumference, 180 degrees of madness? I don't know. But I do know. It's a lot to this dialogue I'm spitting to my black brothers, because I'm very concerned on what's going on. It's escalating even faster now. The deaths, the murder, the mayhem, this cold disrespect for each other, the ongoing problem of the tots or the dots, whatever y'all call them, some new saying for black women that's promiscuous. I can't say that word right. I'm just bringing it down to ghetto terms. Ratchet, just ratchet chicks across the board. It's really uncalled for, and your women are acting out. You young women are acting out. Your daughters are acting out. What have you? You got these women twerking on this man in the business of commerce, and everyone is looking at this man filed third-degree sexual charges on these women. What have you? I seen that today. It's just the ongoing stuff of ignorance. And just like some of these people say on YouTube, and I'm not going to mention everyone's name, it's embarrassment to the black race. And I hope you brothers need to take heed. If you acting in a foolish way, you need to change your ways, because it sends an example that we are not to be taken seriously no more. The Renaissance, everything that we created for mankind, everything we made, everything that we created through the sciences is looked upon as a fallacy. It's looked upon as a joke. It's bad enough other races stole our documentations, stole our legacy, and try to put their stamp on it, and it was us that created everything, and we was the first people of knowledge to speak in civilization. Now look at us now. We're in a deplorable state. Now, look at that, brothers. Just look at that. Once from kings and queens, now we in the trap house. We had pyramids. We had wonders of the world. Now we're in trap houses selling drugs and killing each other and prostituting our women. And the women doing it themselves now on Backpage, twerking 24 hours a day, 48 hours a day, 365 days out of the year, selling ass, ghetto gags, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Yes. But as long as we embrace this demonic activity, it will be the destruction on the black male, on a black male. I mean, women, you are included, but I just want to focus because men need to wake up. We supposed to be the leaders and the producers. We supposed to be the innovators, the motivators, the creators, and we got to get back to once where we was at. If we can't get back to our prominence, we just gonna destroy ourselves, and that's what we doing now. And it plays out on your inner city streets every day. So we foster this behavior, and we encourage this. We encourage this thug culture. We encourage this effeminate dressing. You know, dudes wearing nut huggers and stuff that's messing their sexual organs up. It's so tight. Look, tight clothes was meant for the sisters to wear so we can fantasize or get go after her like a wolf, you know, because we have that instinct. Some of us got that instinct now. Now you got guys that's acting like sheeps now, so they want some wolf to wolf them out. You know, I tell you, everything's reversed, and that has to be changed. That is the madness. That is madness. So you don't get her. If you don't get her number, we fantasize about that, and that's what they do. They the ones supposed to be squeezing those jeans on, putting those heels on, making us drool over that. Not you, men, putting it on, squeezing your pants on, talking about look at my ass. Come on, man. We got it real backwards now. Metrosexual dudes carrying, they try to justify it, call it male purse. It's not a male purse. It's a purse. And I say in some of those purses, I say, man, what is this? Dudes carrying purses now? So they slowly trying to weaken the nature of a black man. If they can't get you through drugs, guns, prostitution, pimpism, uneducated ways, they get you through the clothes, they get you through the rap music, they get you through the food too. What are you eating every day? These carryouts are killing you. These greasy spoons are killing you. These hospitals, some of these hospitals and these clinics, is killing you. The medications now, they got so many side effects, it's killing you. You're supposed to get healed. You think you're getting healed in one way, but you're getting other side effects in another way. It's just endless amount of issues. And some of us brothers are dying of colon cancer and prostate cancer at a faster rate, and diabetes, because we don't take care of ourselves. So just like I say, if they don't get you one way, they get you another. That's the enemy. Who's the enemy? Not the white man. The enemy is a spiritual force trying to destroy the human race, period. Okay? His name is Lucifer, Blau, Red Dragon. He has many names, but it's all one, and it's angels. See, this is what you gotta understand. We blame the white man, but in slavery times, it was something that was driving those white men to do that. It was a spiritual force that's driving it. It wasn't just them doing it. They was possessed. They was enchanted with the demon. Now, black males, you gotta understand, in 2015, we are embracing the demon. What you see on YouTube and the videos people produce about the murders and the ratchetness and the pornography sites, what have you, when it got to do with color people, which is black folks, we are embracing the demon. This is the ongoing destruction of the black male. We are embracing Lucifer's ways, the Baphomet's ways. We are embracing that satanic energy, and it's destroying our communities. See, it's always been spiritual. Don't let no one try to take you off that track. It's always been spiritual. Always remember that. It's never been political. The spiritual rules everything. Those men are guided by the spirit to pass laws, to be judges, to be doctors. God blesses them, blesses their minds so they can learn, so they can go in other avenues. You wonder why certain people can't be doctors? Because their minds is not adjusted that way. You wonder why some people can be basketball players, and then on the flip side, bums, and drug addicts. It's the mind. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. And it's a choice you have to take. Do you want to live in a hellish way, or do you want to live in a godly way, in a righteous way, in a faithful way? And this what you gotta understand. You have frustrated black men on YouTube because they're embracing that satanic activity. See, a lot of people leave this out. This is why you have all this feuding going on. And when it comes to stuff, what I bring to the table, I'm trying to tell you, brothers, it doesn't solve anything but destruction of you. And you don't have to cuss. You don't have to rap and rave. You don't have to. You see how I am? I'm chilling. You don't got to do that. Look, this thing of bloodletting, since I've been living on this earth these years, I'm gonna tell you as a black male to a black male, if you don't change your ways, as far as the drugs, the guns, the murder, the pimping your women out, disrespecting your woman, it's not gonna get any better. You out here making these babies, be a man, stand up, and take care of your children. These children, it's not all their fault. These young men between 18 to 20 to the early 30s and the late 20s, it's all not their fault. It comes from an origin, like I always say. If the father was destructive, 9 times out of 10, the kid is going to be destructive and probably die before he even accomplish anything. And that's the saddest thing. These young men are being cut down before they really get to doing things, owning houses, buying cars, having a wife, having children, and spreading on the legacy. It's a form of abortion. When a brother gets shot down in the street, never had a chance, never had a kid, never had a wife, never even lived, cut down, brung in this world to live a few years and snuffed out at an early age. That's the biggest crime to the black male. It's a form of genocide and mentally, physically, spiritually abortion. If you can't cut them off, at the birth stage, cut them off at the child stage. Now you got your kids getting killed before they even become adults. And actually, you got them dying in the womb too. You got these people shooting our kids up with mercury and giving them autism and messing their mind up and dumbing them down because they shooting chemicals in a woman and it's spreading through the baby via umbilical cord. So we have a lot of issues we have to pertain to and really look at, because it's an ongoing destruction of the black male. It's a destruction on YouTube in the Negro sector. It's an ongoing destruction of black men's topics. It's an ongoing destruction of the reality of it out in the streets. The bloodletting, the bloodlust. And one thing Tommy said, some of these men can't be reformed. And that is true. I'm gonna tell you a little something. I'm gonna add on to that. I'm gonna tell you this. In this time, black men are turning to beasts. Meaning that when they are beasts, they're like raving wolves to devour anybody they can consume in the streets. When a man kills and he likes it and he want to kill more, that means he's gone. And this is you dealing with. You're dealing with black men that's literally mass murderers in the flesh. This is how they make their money. This is their means to make money. Terrorize the community, kill people, sell drugs, and whoever they don't like, snuff out or jealous of. So they feel that they do that, it'd be less retaliation on them. It'd be less danger towards them because they snuff out their competition, all for the greater gain of money, all for the greater gain of being jealous of somebody else, which is a black male. And that's it. We'll turn into beasts, man. We'll turn into beasts as black men. Not fathers, not productive men of the community. We'll turn into beasts. And that's what's going on. And there's too much jealousy in the black race as far as it comes with black males, because I know that is the number one cause of people getting killed. Jealousy. Black men are too jealous of each other. I see it every day in the workforce. I see it out in the streets. You can see the facial expressions and the body language or how they talk to you, saying that little slick shit out their mouth on sideways. Jealousy. Jealousy, man. That's killing us. That's the number one killer of black men. Mad at someone else, materialistic gain, or how he look. That's the homosexual shit. Worrying about how another nigga look, what he got on, or worrying about or envious because he has a fat woman and you want that. That's the sickness of it. And y'all can't tell me nothing about that because I know that's true. See, that's one thing. We scared of the truth. Half of us. We want to live in this denial. No. That's what's going on. The women don't got nothing to do with that. Black men gotta get that shit together. We gotta get that shit together. Let bygones be bygones. Until then, it's gonna be more murder and mayhem. Cause we jealous of each other. Can't y'all tell? Look at the Negro sector of YouTube. Look how many people going back and forth with each other. That's Negro men. That's a telltale sign right there. We're turning to beasts and we destroying ourselves. And at the end of the day, it's all in retro. I add that in because I got this. I just want to play around with this phone a little bit. So I done it in retro. It's all in retro at the end of the day. And the destruction of the black male in 2015.